Yo, man, live from LA. Live from LA. I got my girl here. Instagram sensation. How I found her. And I flew out here. I've been doing a lot of stuff since I came to Los Angeles, but this was the primary reason why I came out here, y'all. I saw some dude had remixed a video on Instagram, and I said, yo, I gotta get in touch with this girl. I hit her on the DM, she hit me back. I said, yo, I wanna do an interview. We worked out the details, and here we are. The refreshing, authentic Indy Remy.
There you go. There you have it.
yo, Indy, what's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great,
You
man.
good?
I'm doing
You
great.
good? That's wonderful.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this interview.
No problem, sir.
I was looking forward to this, and as I told you when we first met, that you're refreshing, man.
No, I thank you.
Because nobody has the nuts or the balls, the confidence, the security, the strength, the power to do what you do.
Wow.
And that's the only reason why I'm here, man.
Wow. I really appreciate that. That's an honor. That's a compliment.
Ain't no question.
Wow.
Now, what's your real name?
My real name is Tanya.
Tanya?
Tanya. Do not know. Look, don't even try to spell it. Don't even try. Just call me Tanya.
Okay, Tanya. All right. So, but I'm gonna call you Indy Remy.
Right.
Is that good?
You can call me Indy.
Indy.
You can just say Indy.
All right.
Yes, right.
What does that mean? Where did that come from?
Well, guess what? Indy Remy really started when I was in the hair industry. And it's a spin-off of me being a hairstylist. And I just chose Indy Remy because at that time that was the like luxury hair that most girls was, wearing during that time, and it was like a brand or whatever, like a name brand of different types of hair. And
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What's up?
Northeast Baltimore.
Northeast Baltimore?
Northeast Baltimore.
Born and raised?
Born and raised. Born and raised. 19 years in the same house. Two-parent household. Born into marriage.
Brothers and sisters?
Brothers and sisters.
How many?
One brother in the house. One brother in the house and 4 girls. My mom had 5, but one of us passed away. But there's 4 girls in the house. So where people probably think, like, where did she get this vibe that men can, resonate well with? They thinking that, okay, maybe she had a lot of brothers in the house with her. No, I just had a lot of, I played with the boys outside. I was the tomboy.
So, it was, 3, how many girls?
It was 4 girls. It was originally 5. One of my sisters, my oldest sister, passed away as a young child.
Where were you? You the first child?
I'm next to the youngest.
Next to the youngest?
Yes.
Where's the boy at?
The boy is the oldest.
Okay. Okay. Now, Indy, what elementary school you went to?
Several. But I did go to an elementary school in my neighborhood. That was called Northwood Elementary.
Northwood? Shout out to Northwood Elementary.
Hey!
Where you went to junior high at?
Golden Ring Middle.
Golden Ring Middle?
Yeah, that's a county school.
All right.
That's a county school. I graduated from Baltimore County Middle and High School.
What high school?
Overly Senior High School. Country. It was not on the map. They were known for just white people and black people. That was it. That was all.
All right. All right.
That's not where I got that other side of me. It didn't come from that. It came from me seeking that. You understand? Because I lived in a middle class, working class neighborhood. Everybody were homeowners. I went to great schools, I would say. You understand? I got public education, but it still was good education at that time.
What kind of student were you?
I was studious. I was a good student. I was a great student. Yeah, I was sharp. Actually, English was one of my strongest suits. Like, I didn't have to work hard to try to do well when it came to writing. It was like something that came naturally. And I didn't know it, but I just realized it when my professors, teachers would be like, you have a gift to, you can get in front of a camera or you can get in front of the class and be able to tell a story and keep people intrigued. And I didn't know I had it. Like I said, I didn't know how to, cultivate that gift at that time. So I went through other measures. Like I can draw very well. I'm very great at portrait painting. It's a side of me. I'm gifted in music. I played an instrument for many.
Artistic.
Yeah, I played an instrument for many years of my life.
What instrument?
The clarinet.
Really?
Yeah, I played the clarinet.
You was in the band?
Yeah, I was in the band. I played for the symphony orchestra.
You was money?
I was good.
You still got a clarinet today?
No, I don't have it.
If you pick one up right now, you could play it?
Yeah, I could play it. Absolutely, I could play it. So I loved music, so it made sense that I would choose an instrument. Well, my mom actually forced all of us to choose an instrument. My mom, she was that, I would say she was that Claire Huxtable. So I didn't, she was gentle with us, but when she had to be, she whipped out ass, you understand? So she had both sides. She gave us, but my dad was strictly just, played here and there, but my father was kind of like on a serious time.
He was on serious time?
He was on serious time.
He didn't play?
He ain't really play. He ain't do all that playing. He loved his daughters and he played with us, but he ain't play when it came to discipline. Like, nah, if you had to see him, he gonna see you. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't, I made sure he didn't see me too often.
What's your background? Are you foundational Black American? Are you from the islands?
I'm Black American. I'm a Black American.
Where does your bloodline go back to? You go back to the South?
To the South.
Where?
The North Carolinas. Mm-hmm.
Both mother and father?
Both mom and dad. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You play sports?
Yeah.
What you played in?
I played field hockey. I played basketball. I was on the basketball team.
You was nice?
I was good.
Andy, don't do that.
Let me tell you something. I was good.
In basketball?
In basketball, absolutely. So that's why when someone had made the comment about, she's like, that chick like homie lover friend, like she'll still, say she'd be the one that like Love Jones or like loving basketball, and I was like, yeah, that's the truth. Like, I'm good at what I do.
All right, so Indy, how old are you?
I'm 45.
45.
Mm-hmm.
So you grew up in the 90s.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
All right. After high school, what happened? What you do?
After high school, I went to college for a little while.
Where?
Community college. I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
In Baltimore?
In Baltimore.
What community college?
What was the name of that community college? What was the name of the community college? I can't even remember. My mind. It was on Liberty Road. I can't even think of the name, but they know who it is. B-Triple-C. Damn, B-Triple-C.
B-Triple-C.
B-Triple-C. How could he think of it? Is it still called B-Triple-C, y'all? Let me know. It's on Liberty Heights.
Baltimore County Community College.
Yeah. No, yeah. It was right there between the borderline. I think Baltimore County and Baltimore City. It could have been like Baltimore City Community College.
Okay.
I think it was Baltimore City Community College, not Baltimore County. But it was on Liberty Heights.
What was your major?
At that time, it was nursing. I thought I wanted to be a nurse. Then I realized that's not what I wanted to do.
What happened then?
I met a guy from New York.
Check it out, y'all.
I met a guy from New York. Yeah, bitch get pregnant.
And the plans changed?
The plans changed.
You got pregnant?
Bitch got pregnant. She got pregnant. He was pregnant.
How old were you, Indy?
I was 19 when I had my first. Well, I was 19. I was 19 when I got pregnant. 20 when I had my first child.
Now, I'm only saying this because I don't know your story. I just met you 18 minutes ago, but I
Right.
was on one of your lives,
Uh-huh.
and you said you were married for 19 years.
That's right.
And this is the gentleman?
No, that was not the gentleman.
Okay.
That was not the gentleman. He and I didn't work out. Let's
Okay.
just say for better sake, we didn't work out. But I wasn't that bitter woman though. See, this is the common denominator when we talk about the Indy Remy's of it all. I wasn't bitter because it didn't work out. You understand? And I actually found out he was a married man. And so therefore it changed things.
He lied to you up front,
He lied to me up front. He lied to me up front.
and you found out he was married after your son or your daughter?
I found out when I was pregnant.
You had a daughter or something?
I had a daughter.
What's your daughter's name?
She's gonna be mad at me. Her name is Naya.
Yo, Naya, what up, man? That's the one that went to Morris Brown?
No, that's my sister.
Oh, that's your sister. Okay. What's up, Naya? So, you find out while you're pregnant, he's married. He told you?
No, his wife called me. His wife called me. And I wasn't upset. It was like, when I told him, like, I'm done, I was done. I was done. At that age, I knew that what I wanted for my life was not to be, with a married man, And I had other alternatives, other options, but I have a very spiritual, guided mother. And so when I brought those other options to her, she was like, no, you can't do that. You gotta have that baby. But I said, I'm not going to.
She said you gotta what?
My mother told me I had to have the child. My mother didn't believe in abortion.
Right.
You understand? She don't believe in that.
Right.
That's her, that's her point on life. She feel like if a woman gets pregnant, no matter the situation, you want to have a child. But so that's what happened. So I had my daughter, and then a few years later, I meet a guy, and that was my husband.
And you was married 19 years. I get all this from the lie.
Yeah. Yep.
That's impressive.
He was impressed by me.
Check her out, y'all.
No, I'm being honest. He was impressed by me because how I grew up with a mother that was on her shit. She was on her shit. She could stand on her own, but she still wanted a man around. You know what I'm saying? She had my father, I'm sorry.
Your father was home every day?
Yeah, my father was he was a working man. My father was a working man, and he was a man that was very skilled with his hands.
But I mean, he was in the house.
Oh yeah, he was in the house.
Every night, he was home.
Yeah, he was home. Yeah. It wasn't, it was tumultuous because they had, because my father believed in hitting women. Understand? So there's times that my mom may have had arguments, but my father believed in placing his hand on a woman. That was his point of view.
That was common. That was in my household.
Yeah.
In the 70s.
Yeah. So, I guess, in a sense, that created a little bit of anger for me, because I knew my mom was a good woman. He just wanted to control her. You understand? He just wanted to control her. And I just think that he wanted her to himself so much that he was willing to instill fear in her so that she would not want to, she wouldn't even entertain being with anyone else. You understand? So that was his way of maintaining control. It's not that she was out here doing things that for a woman to place. Nah, it was more like, I just want to let you know.
What was it like growing up with your sisters and brothers? All y'all was cool?
Yeah. My mom had the first three. They kind of came up right there, the next year after next year, and then the last three. I have a sister that's older than me, and I told you I'm next to the baby, and so us three were kind of like brought up together. It was maybe like a 3-year gap between the first set of three and the last set of three, and so that they were doing preteen stuff, and we were still doing baby stuff, but it was a fair relationship with my family.
I
I always felt like the outsider.
Say that again?
I always felt like the outsider.
Why?
Because I just always thought differently. I saw the world differently. I saw things in people that people didn't know that I seen in them, that I still know that they have in them. Like I'm very intuitive with vibe, with looking into a person's inner being, like who you are. I'm very good at that. I'm very skilled in that.
What's your sign?
Sagittarius. Being honest. And what I tell, and like sometimes I think that, you know, in my house, I just seen that they were children being children. But at a very young age, I was, you know, physically molested. I was assaulted.
Check it out, y'all. By who, Indy?
I don't want to say names, but very intimate family members.
How old were you?
Started from when I was in kindergarten to the age of maybe 4th grade, 3rd or 4th grade. Yeah. And then I was raped when I was in my 10th grade year of high school.
By a student?
No.
You don't want to say?
I don't think so.
Now, Indy, that's common, man.
It's common.
But ain't nobody talking about. A lot of honeys ain't talking about that.
Nobody's not talking about that.
And they're repressing it.
Right.
And it's manifesting
It's
itself
right.
in other psychological
Right.
mental health issues
Right.
and destructive behaviors, man.
Right.
Talk about that right there, Indy.
Right. A lot of black women suffer from molestation and rape. So that's how they view men from the beginning. We don't know that we carried that with us.
Check it out, y'all.
We carry that with us. So a lot of what you see women talking about on social media now, that's really them crying out. That's really them crying out.
Unaddressed issues?
Unaddressed issues. What I did was I tried to figure out, instead of thinking about being a victim, I looked at it, it empowered me. I know as heinous as what that situation was in my life, I took that moment to realize that it's not about the act itself. It was what I was supposed to learn from it. Instantly, from a young child, I figured that out. So I realize now that when things happen, I look at life differently. When things happen to me that go against the grain, people do me wrong, or people may say something bad about me, I don't look at what they said. I look at the person, the source. Like it tells me who you are. That's all. What you tell people when you fall out with another individual, what you go around telling other people about that person, it doesn't tell me anything about the person who you talking about. It tells me everything about who you are. Everything you are. Why are you so upset? Why are you so angry? Now I gotta dive into that. Why are you so connected to it? Why are you so focused on trying to damage or try to belittle or hurt somebody? What is the motive? Why you got that kind of free time? I look at my life like I don't want to have all of that free time where I'm just here. I'm just existing. No, I want to live. I come this motherfucker to really live. To really fucking live. I want to take in and absorb as much as I can. As much as I can.
Indy, did you blame yourself, and did self-hatred come into the picture when all this was going down?
No. I didn't hate myself. Nope. I love myself even more. That's where I found my gifts.
So when you were molested...
When I was being molested as a child, my only way of trying to take myself out of that space, that dark space that may come along, them thoughts, is I went to go be creative. So I decided to go in my room and start drawing. You know, first starting with a coloring book, you know, and then eventually it turned into art. So that's what I used. Instead of using that time when I was going through that, even if I had to even revisit it again, like, you know, if you're being molested, it's like, it's not a one-time thing. So you know that moment gonna come again, but I knew that I was gonna go back to my room and draw. And that was gonna be more beautiful than what had happened to me.
Indy, Remy. So you coming up through the ranks. Did you tell Mom Dukes about all this? Or Pops? Or you ain't tell nobody?
I shared with my family what was going on.
At what age? When it was happening?
When I started getting, what happened was, when I used to go to school, I did my work. But I was very reclusive. Like, I didn't want to go to the front. You know, I didn't really want to participate in class. My teachers knew I knew my work, though, because my test scores proved it. Understand? My homework assignments that we turned in, you know, back then they turned in homework assignments.
Without a doubt.
But they knew that something was going on because they called me a daydreamer. You know? And so because of that, back then in you know, when I grew up, they called it deficiencies. So the teacher would, you know, always say, you get a deficiency and your parents got to sign it and bring it back to class. And I kept getting it. It was the same class talking about she's a daydreamer. And all of them kept saying she's a daydreamer, she's a daydreamer. She just stare off into space. That's my work. Stare off into space. And that was me really just, I needed that. Like, I didn't worry about everybody in the class. I heard what she was saying. The teacher, the instructor, I did my work, but I just didn't want to be bothered. You know, I was playful when it was time to be playful, but then it was time to be where I didn't want to be bothered. And I'm still to this day. Like, when I want to be around people, I'm around people. I know where to go and get them and find them. I'm a great person to be around, so it's not hard for people to want to be around me. I'm not being cocky. It's the fucking truth. So I know that, but at the same time, I don't want to always have to give people that energy because I need a time to unplug.
So Indy, when you told them what was going on, what happened, man?
Oh. It was dismissed. It was dismissed.
Fuck out of here.
No, it was dismissed.
You was dismissed? Like, what you was saying was like, she lied pretty much like...
Just know that they asked the person, did you do it? And they said no. And then they said, well... You understand? It was hurtful.
Give something to the girls, man, that's going through that now, man. Or went through it and living these lives of promiscuity and shopping addiction and drug addiction and alcoholism that's not dealing with this, man, because unaddressed issues have babies, man.
Absolutely. And we don't know that we really inflicting that on our offspring. You know, that's a generational curse in itself.
Check her out, y'all.
We don't even know that. Think about this. It's a lot of young children right now that are millennials. That's being pushed out of households with it's a single parent household, right? Right?
Yeah.
Majority of us now coming about a single parent household, right? And the majority of these children are growing up with their mothers. Why do we have a large population of millennials that don't know how to fucking handle life? And why do they have issues with the opposite sex? If a lot of black women are being molested and violated growing up, they're not dealing with their issues, and then they have children.
Spanish women, white women,
it don't matter. All
worldwide.
Yes, worldwide. We all going through this, right? And then we have custody. They give us custody of the child. The father might have, you know, some visitation rights in there. He might be paying child support. He still has access to his kids, but the majority of the time that child is under its mother's roof. And you're not dealing with these issues, how do you think your children are going to be affected by it?
Check her out, y'all.
You can't tell me that these children right now are not a product of the households they came out of. Unhealed women.
Unhealed women.
Yeah. They're not healed.
Unhealed women.
Unhealed women. Unhealed women. the reason why they push the narrative of education and, you know, a title at a job and all that shit, I don't need a nigga for shit. No, it's just because a nigga don't need you for shit. Right? You ain't shit. Everybody always see, we pushing that narrative on social media, know your worth. But let's just really break that down. Sometimes some people ain't worth shit.
They just ain't no good.
Ain't no good.
They ain't got no drive, no motivate. They
no good. No good. No good. No good. A lot of these women don't know their worth. It's because, and that's why they date what they date. So they can control what they can. You know, you can control a certain. You can control a man who is sick, who don't bring everything to the table. This is what a lot of women do. So you got children who grew up in these households who don't even really see a great example of what a man is, because their mother is choosing boys.
Check it out, y'all. Get them, Indy. Get them, Indy.
Choosing boys, yeah. But women...
Consciously or unconsciously?
Consciously they do it. Consciously they do it. I know so many successful girlfriends of mine who should be picking better quality of men, but they will entertain a guy who ain't shit.
About nothing.
About nothing. Because it's about control for them. They can't control a man. No,
it ain't nothing to do with her self-esteem.
Yeah, of course it might have something to do with her esteem. Of course it has something to do with her esteem. That's why she pushes the narrative of this independent. You know what I'm saying? This independent woman. That whole banner, that whole, you know, march to freedom, it has got us absolutely nowhere. For real. Absolutely nowhere.
Now, Indy, on your Instagram, you don't cut the honeys no slack, man. you know, because women kind of get the pass, man. They get the slide, man. On most cases, they get the slide. But you don't let them slide. You do not let women slide, man.
Nah. Because I seen too much. I know too much. I was a hairstylist for many, many years. And the salon, one of the salons that I worked at, I owned a salon. My husband and I, we owned a salon for many years. And then I've worked at, you know, family salons. You know, and my cousin had a barber shop in the front and a salon in the back. And I was back there with the women. And so I had access to the fellas. Because, you know, you got the whole barber shop. It goes on at the barber shop. That's where niggas chop it up with each other. And then I had access to the females. Females doing the same shit. Chopping it up with each other. Telling them. And the hairstylist gets all the tea. We get all, because we have to be the therapist. We have to help them out in these situations.
While you doing their hair.
While we doing their hair. So now I'm bouncing off. I see the guys going through this with the, you know what I'm saying, with the girls, especially with the kids, and I know he might be a great father. And then I hear the vindictive shit that women plotting and planning on this nigga now that he don't want it no more.
Check it out, y'all.
And I'm just taking it in. And you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? The reason why women be so angry when men be cheating is because bitches have cheated 900 times over before he even thought about doing it one time. The majority of women cheat their fucking ass off. For real.
Come on, Indy, man.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Women will cheat quicker than a motherfucking guy will ever even think about it. That's why she be so mad when you see females about what you looking at that bitch. That's because she and already looked at 1,200 niggas while she was with you. That's why she's so angry that you looking at that bitch. And why is she see, when women pay attention to shit like that, like want to go through your phone, that's because she got some shit in her phone. It just is. It don't. If you good, it's almost like you go through life and you haven't did anybody wrong and you treat people accordingly. You understand? You walk through life differently. You don't always be looking over your fucking shoulder.
Right.
And so it's the same thing when it comes down to women when they be cheating. They always peeping and looking what a nigga doing because, bitch, that's the fuck you doing. You can't peep shit if you ain't doing that. I ain't even thinking about that. I ain't even thinking about that nigga phone. Because I know what's in my phone is business. Do you understand? If you a female, you about your shit, you about your business, you already know. Like, I ain't worried about that motherfucking phone. That shit is, that motherfucking ring is money. It's money. That's it. That's all. And you gonna think that your nigga is gonna be the same way. It's like y'all vibe off of each other. But all that bullshit, you understand? When women be bringing all that bullshit, a nigga can't vibe off a female who come with all that motherfucking bullshit.
Nah.
That's why I'm
not tolerating that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because guys like to see progress. Women don't understand it, but guys like to see progression. They like to see something being taken from one place to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Guys like that shit. You get that dick hard. You understand? And females don't understand that. Like, you want to sit here and keep being catty and nitpicking and da-da-da-da-da. But bitch, you ain't, where you taking us? Where you help taking us? Guys want to see that type of leadership qualities in women. Every guy want to feel like a female got his motherfucking back. And having my back, bitches, let me come home to some fucking peace of mind. That's how I feel. Let me come home to some fucking peace of mind. How you want a nigga to elevate and I can't even relax in this bitch? I can't even, this ain't even a place where I can sit and think and have a clear mind and conscience.
In my own crib.
In my own shit. A nigga can't even think about being creative. Because, bitch, I got to hear you all in my motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And then a guy start thinking about, damn, let's say he had a baby or, you know, have a kid with this female. I know what I'm saying. See, that's why I think, guys, y'all have to be the one to just cut a bitch off. Like, I know sometimes the pussy holds y'all. But y'all will be like, this bitch crazy, but the pussy good. I need y'all to cut a bitch off. As soon as you spot it, if a female want to grab your phone, like, oh no, I already see what this is.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm gone.
I'm not tolerating that.
I'm not tolerating.
Nah.
Because if you show her one time, you got to show her every ever motherfucking time from that point on. I'm being honest.
She's training you.
That's right. She's showing you how she get down. And the more you keep, here you go, then it's going to become a problem where you let me see it last time, why I can't see it now?
You know, dudes be looking for their mother in these women, man.
Yeah. Guys do.
They be looking for mommy.
They be looking for mommies. They be looking for women who going to take care of them. A lot of these guys these days, like, nah. Get with a female, but have your shit together. It ain't got to be all the way together. Nigga, you ain't got to be a millionaire, but look, lay a fucking blueprint out. You understand? Come with a plan. Come with a motherfucking plan. Because solid women are not going to date a nigga who don't have a fucking plan. You going to bump into them boo-boo the fool-ass females who ain't got their shit together. Y'all gonna just be two motherfuckers stuck on stupid for the rest of your time.
Indy, are females mad at you? Do they get at you? Do they?
I've had women
in your DM and on your comment section.
Man, I had women to say things. I had a woman says one time, she went in my, matter of fact, I had a woman a couple of weeks ago. She went in my email and said, I'm gonna pray for you. I told her, please do. Please do. I know people say all the time they have zero fucks. I say what I say in the way I say it because I don't have zero fucks. You're gonna receive it the way how I see it. How I see it. I curse because I'm mad. You understand? But there's a side of me that be like, I'm chill and cool, but I want you to feel that shit. I want you to feel that shit. And a lot of times when females be mad with me, it's because I made them feel that shit.
You put a mirror in their face?
I put a mirror in their face. I made them see themselves for who they really are. No, bitch, because you can go around life and you can tell yourself who you think you are. But when you got a female, which I might say I'm easy on the eyes.
Very.
But the thing is that when you got a female who does that, who can tell you who you are, you're going to have to do nothing but respect it. So I know that when they mad with me, it's because they have to respect it. You got to respect me, bitch. That's all. That's it.
What about the dudes? And the dudes
respect me. I get guys every now and then, you know what I'm saying, wanna, you know, shoot a bitch a peen pick and shit, you get what I'm saying? But contrary to
They be
that,
sending you that?
hell, man, get out of here. Want you to see what one of your followers is working with. I'm like, nigga, please, come on now.
That's crazy, man. I would never do that, man.
Come on now, you understand? When you, first of all, I'm 40-ish years old. You think I've never seen a motherfucking dick? Let's just be honest. Come on now. I've seen them all shapes, sizes, and colors, and everything in between. That shit don't turn me on.
What turns Indy on?
Oh man, what turns me on is a guy with a motherfucking plan. You understand? That shit turns me on. Cause see, I too like to see the go places. I like progress. I like this. That's why I don't do videos in my car. That's why I don't do, like, my videos don't be like, you know, sitting in one spot. If you notice, I walk for a reason, because I want to be on the move. You understand? I don't like to be stuck. I like progress.
Indy, how important is sex in a relationship?
Sex is important, but it take a back seat when we trying to get somewhere sometimes. You get what I'm saying?
Mental stimulation is...
I love mental stimulation.
Spiritual stimulation?
Yes.
Which elevates and excites the physical stimulation later on
Right.
down.
Like I am the woman who would sit at a coffee shop just to have a stimulating conversation versus go to a 5-star establishment just to have an exquisite meal and sit across a fucking idiot. You understand? Just be. I don't want that. I want to get to know the individual. Like I'm giving him a fair shot. Let me know. Let me get to know you.
You involved with somebody now?
Yes.
He's secure in his. I guess with what you do, a dude gotta be secure with dealing with you.
Yeah.
With what you do, how good you look,
Oh, thank you.
and you know, obviously your strength of mind comes through. Nigga got to really be tight.
I would say so. I don't. Contrary to what some females, when they on social media, they'll say, "Oh, she's a pick-me chick."
A who?
A pick-me. Pick me.
Okay. I don't know what that. How did this? I don't know what that
I
means.
did a video about that. Well, it's pick me, P-I-C-K.
Pick me.
Then me, and it's basically a woman who panders to men. So they're using the word pick as an attack. It's
Right.
attack on who you are. So what you saying out your mouth is only in the likeness of men because you're trying to draw the attention of men.
Yeah, dudes say that.
But and then men say that when they call the guys a simp. You
Yeah,
understand? So
yeah.
it's kind of like the female version of that. But the thing is that I did a video about that because the people who are calling you pick me are the ones who are not being picked, and that's the fucking truth. The reason why you mad that a woman can speak her truth and it draws the attention of men is because you don't get the attention of men. You can't hold a man's attention. And most females believe that their outer shell has to be the only thing that's their go-to. That's their go-to.
The outer shell.
That's
outer
why
casing.
that's why they go and get their bodies fixed before they'll even sit down in front of a therapist and get their mental state intact. How many women will spend thousands of dollars to go sit down with someone to have a conversation? No, they go dress up the outside.
Get liposuction and fake titties and all that.
And think that, oh yeah, you might get a nigga. Niggas want to see that. Yeah, nigga might want to even hold that on his arm. That might be a trophy for a guy. But do he really place you in his life as a fucking trophy? No. Even people looking like, okay, look at the Cardi B's of them all. Gorgeous Latina. Okay. She has her financial status. She could be able to, afford herself a lifestyle. But if you had to ask her, like, dealing with a man who cheats on you, still, even if you bring that to the table, is because what is it that you still lack that will make him still want to go out there and cheat? You got the fine body, you got the money, you got the glitz, you got the glam, you got all of this. But why is it that he still feel the need? It's beyond the nigga just wanting to cheat, just to stick his dick in something wet. Because when a guy's with a solid female, he realized that's all the fuck he need. He ain't gonna ever let her be disrespected. Ain't there one bitch gonna have nothing up on her. Not one female. That's what I have. That's what I offer. So I don't have them same fucking problems that these females have. So that's why I'm letting them know the fucking truth. Like, bitch, you working on the outside all day long. And that's why you keep running into them fucking problems. You buying into this bullshit they selling on TV and social media. You buying into the bitches that's telling you, you know, don't go out there and get a man. And they got a man laying right next to them. Fuck all of these niggas. But this bitch in love like a motherfucker. The one who's saying it.
Indy.
Mm-hmm.
Dope interview.
Thanks.
What's next on you acting? What's next on the horizon for you, man? I know people trying to get at you. Your Instagram is blowing up. Yo, make sure you subscribe to Indy's Instagram. I'm gonna put that link underneath this video.
Yes.
What's the end game for Indy Remy?
I would say the end game for me, I'm using comedy as comedy for me right now is just the foundation. But I really see myself being on like Oprah, beyond Oprah status. That's where I see myself. I really do. And I always seen that in myself.
A talk show?
Beyond talk show, like on my own, everything.
It's a whole media empire.
Just media, real estate, everything. Everything. Because I know that, like, I'm a force. I'm an experience. I know that. So that's why what's next for me is that. But I have some opportunities that's been extended my way.
Awesome,
know?
man.
And I can't wait for those projects to manifest, to happen, you know, to come to fruition. Because I know that once I do this first project, it'll be coming real soon. Oh, y'all going to see a whole lot of motherfucking Indy Remy, y'all. Y'all going to see a whole lot of this bitch, and she not going to be on your motherfucking phone.
Indy, you got this exotic look to you. You don't have no makeup on.
No makeup.
That's my speed, man.
I have some mascara.
I don't like no honey that wear a whole bunch of makeup. You got the crayon box with the sharpener in the back and the Sharpie pen. Your cheek a different color from your neck. Your neck.
Right.
But you got this look like your skin, your face matches your skin.
Yeah.
You know, your hair.
Yeah.
You got an exotic look, man. You're gorgeous, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I know, because when people see me out in person, they're like, wow, I would not know that, like, you speak like that on social media. You know what I mean? Because it looked like it wouldn't come out my mouth unless you hear it. You understand? Like, people know me from social media, and I get a lot of attention from LA. Like, when I'm doing my videos now, and that's very, to me, that's very reassuring and very rewarding.
Yeah.
Because when people can hear you, that's the thing. What females joke me about on social media, or sometimes when I come at niggas and a nigga take it personally, the first thing they'll do is jump on the tone of my voice. I don't know if, I ain't gonna hold you, but I don't know if that's a nigga or not. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't gonna hold you. They go straight for the, from the tone. And I'm thinking to myself, like, sweetheart, that's where I'm most confident about. That's the thing. That's right there is what sells. Because when I'm recognized in a room, if a person is walking past the room, they'll know that I'm in that room because they'll hear my voice. before they even actually step in that room.
They do the same thing with me.
Yeah. Oh, I know Indy in there. You understand?
I was in the Venice Beach yesterday shooting videos, and a dude heard my voice. Yo, sure. They like my voice.
Your
same,
voice,
same
yeah,
thing.
Yeah. And so, what makes me unique? That's what makes me unique. So you can't, and when a person such as myself embraces that, because I know that that's a part of my uniqueness, you can't play with me about that. You understand? It don't offend me when somebody say that you have a unique tone to your voice. That's a compliment, even if it's supposed to be in shade. You still compliment me because you reassuring me what the fuck I know I got.
Check her out, yo. Tell him, Indy. Hey, yo, Indy, man.
That's it.
Yo, you money, man. You money.
I know, that's right.
I flew all the way out here
Yeah.
just for this interview, man.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I didn't see many interviews of you online. Is there many interviews?
Yeah, it is. I've done several interviews.
Yeah?
Several.
Well, this gonna be the best one.
Several. Oh, I know.
Because I did it, that's why.
Yeah.
'Cause I did this motherfucker. My shit the best, man.
Yeah, you did. You did that.
Indy, man, thank you for coming.
I appreciate
And all the best to you, man.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all make sure y'all follow my girl Indy. I'm gonna put her Instagram link
Yes, please do.
underneath this
Please
video.
do.
Reach out to her in her DM and say, yo, man, I saw you on Sean G, the podcast was sold, man.
That's right.
Indy, appreciate you, man.
All right, peace. Thank
Peace.
you.